Hello. So we need to look at Picta series improved sky meshes. The reason we need to look at this is our old sky mesh mod, which was quite a bit smaller, and it was a simple, good mod, has been basically removed, replaced by some bumpy road thing. I'm not going to get into all that. It's unfortunate that these things happen, and it was really not necessary. That mod could have been left alone and allowed to exist, for a lot longer. Nonetheless, we have this Picta series improved sky meshes, and it is it almost a megabyte? I guess it's almost a megabyte. Let's just say that, okay? 999, 1,000 kilobytes. It's basically almost a megabyte. So it's quite a bit larger. Now, mind you, this is still very small. The original Sky Mesh mod, though, was much smaller than even this. Nonetheless, I appreciate this. This is from Bass Painter. I believe they ported this. Yes, they said they ported this. They mentioned the original mod, and the original mod author wasn't it True Draconis? Let me see. Can I find that? Yeah, True Draconis is right there in the same sentence, and I'm not paying close enough attention. Okay. So, True Draconis did the original mod, and Bass Painter has ported it. This is the standard version. There is a separate version for Cathedral or Azurite weathers, okay? So notice that if you're using Cathedral weathers or Azurite weathers, use the other version of this. But I'm not using those, so this is just the standard Picta series improved sky meshes. And it's supposed to fix all these nice things, okay? I'm not going to read all of this, but it's supposed to help even with mountain fogs and stuff, okay? So it's supposed to help with a lot of things. You can look here, and let's see, which one's before and after? Well, I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's supposed to help. And it is supposed to help with that horizon thing that looks kind of odd. So that would be nice if it can make all that better. I guess the left is before and the right is after. But those two pictures are not of the same thing. You'll notice that makes a difference there. And then these two pictures, I'm not sure if they're of the same horizon or not. They look like they are. This one, well, maybe that isn't. But it would have been better if these were two pictures of the exact same thing, which is hard to do. Nonetheless, we'll move on. I'm going to get in the game. Now, we're in my heavily modded game. If you look up to the top of the screen, a little bit to the left, you'll see this is 144 mods. This is in our heavily modded game, but I want to pop in. Let me show you where I put this so you'll understand, because it's not as useful if you don't know. Oh, I went past it, sorry. Okay, so below my weather mod, below my fog mod, because this affects all that, I want to make sure, so I put it in here. Now, I did not put it below my nebula mod, which is a night sky mod, okay? So, we're going to see. I don't think that matters. Usually, these types of things, they're affecting the daytime sky mesh. And if you've ever seen during the daytime the sun, if you don't have a good sky mesh mod, you'll have these concentric circles around. Anyway, it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. You can look at the vanilla game and check it out. It doesn't look that great. But if you have something like this, it really makes your sky look a lot better during the daytime. It really doesn't affect the nighttime so much, so I didn't worry about that. And I've never worried about that. I always have my nighttime sky below all that stuff. So, just so you know. And if I had moons and stuff, I would put it down here too. So, just so you know. But you do want this below your weather mod, and if you're using fogs, which I like to use Obsidian Mountain fogs, then you put it below that, okay? All right. So enough of that. Let's hop into the game. We'll take a look at the sky at different times of day, And then I may try to show you, depending on what we see, I may or may not try to show you in a lesser modded game. I don't think it's really going to matter, but just in case, I'm going to leave that open, so we might do that, okay? All right, see you in the game in a moment. All right, so here we are. We're in Whiterun, and you can look up here, and you can see the sky and the sun, and it looks pretty smooth. Everything looks really good. Now, I am getting some God rays, so that may cause a little distortion, but I think overall, you can look at the sky and the mesh, and it looks really good. Let's get out of town here. I'll see you outside in just a minute. So here we are. And if you look around, everything looks pretty good. Now, mind you, some of my mods are what they are. But we're just looking at the sky mesh and the way the sky looks. And I am comparing that somewhat to the horizon here. I think everything looks good. I don't know if I'm going to say everything is perfect, but it looks good. You can just pause here for a moment and you can see kind of some movement with the clouds and stuff. And the sky looks pretty good. You'll have to decide for yourself if you think it. That smaller mod, I mean, it was a very good mod, and it worked just fine. I would probably not have replaced it. This is supposed to be an improved, better mod. I've done like multiple resets really since I installed this. I've had my machine off and on a lot. But nonetheless, I think this is looking good. In our modded game, I think it's looking good. I don't see any big problem with it right now. Everything looks okay. I'm trying to slowly move around here. Since it's supposed to affect all these things, I kind of want us to get a look at it. Now, I'm going to take us out to, let's see, I think maybe Winterhold or somewhere like that where we can see a horizon over the ocean and take a look and see what that looks like. So I'll see you there in a minute. Okay, so here you can see the horizon and you can see off in the distance and you can see the sky. I'm on top of the College of Winterhold. And I don't see any problem with the horizon and the way things look out there. The only thing I'm seeing in my game is that we'll look into that anyway. It's nothing to do with, as far as I know, it's nothing to do with this mod, so I don't want to really talk about it. But everything looks pretty good as far as the sky mesh and all of that goes. So I think we're okay there, it looks like. And you can see off in the distance the Azura Shrine. Azura? Well, whatever. Anyway, I don't see any issues here. So this seems like a really good sky mesh mod. It seems really, really nice. Now, I'm using it in combination with other things, and that's why I said I might be going to do a less modded game part 2 of this. So, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think you can see the sky mesh is good. And you can see the horizon off in the distance doesn't have anything weird with it. So I think we're okay from here. Now, if there's any other effects of this mod that we find out about or anything, I'll let you know. But From what I'm seeing so far, it seems good. It seems okay. All right. Okay, so Bethesda is not fully cooperating. This is the mod, Picta Sky Mesh mod, and I can't show you the description. You'll have to go back to the beginning of the video. It's under 1 megabyte, but it seems really nice. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.
They're coming to get you. Wait, not the spaghetti.